This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 6013 Lubao Avenue. It's Lubao Avenue, Woodland Hills, California, 91367. Today is July 22nd, 2023. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located at the front of the property. It's up against it's right at the transition from the property line to the lateral, and this is the front gate, the front fence to the property. This goes towards the side street that goes towards the driveway area. And again, this is our 4-inch ABS mainline sewer clean out here. What we're going to do is we're going to, it's underneath the green sewer box cover there, we're going to zero out our camera monitor here at the top of the clean out. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drop down and begin our video sewer inspection. We are missing approximately 40 to 45 feet of sewer pipe from the front of the house out towards the curb area. And again, we are at the property line just before the transition into the lateral. So we're dropping down. Once we drop down, as we drop down slowly, you can see that we're making a 45-degree turn, and we do have some water running from our master bathroom at the furthest point of the house, and you can see that water there tying in. So it is only a one-way clean out. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And what we'll do is we'll utilize this water to help us push out and try to push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. And then from there we could shut our water down and take a good look at the line. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here for a moment. It did appear that we transitioned to what appears to be vitreous clay sewer piping, but again, we're going to pause our mic here. And we pushed down and dropped down into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. Again, you can see the water flowing beneath us. What we're going to do is we're going to pull back slowly. We'll just take a good look as we pull back. We do got some cobwebs in the saddle area. Make a little bit of a turn. Got an offset in that joint there from about the 12 o'clock going all the way down to about the 3 o'clock. So again, as I mentioned, we do have an offset in that joint from about the 12 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 6 o'clock area. And as we continue to pull back, you can see we have another offset in the pipe as well from about the 9 o'clock going down to about the 5 o'clock area. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue to pull back slowly. And it's got cobwebs and stuff throughout the vitreous clay. And we'll continue to pull back, coming up on our next joint. And again, a little bit offset in that joint there, but nothing major. So again, we'll continue to pull back. Coming up on the next joint. And that joint appeared to be in fair condition. So again, we'll continue to pull back, and that joint appeared to be in fair condition. We have some roots coming in this area here, as you can see. I'm going to pull back slowly. You can see we do have a root intrusion in this area. So you can see the roots bedding down here on the side. So again, we're going to pull back slowly. We'll just check that joint as we pull back. And again, you can see a large root intrusion in this joint here. So I'm going to push in just a little bit. And you can see the roots coming in from that joint as well. So again, we'll pull back slowly. And again, large root intrusion from about the 6 o'clock going all the way up to about the 12 o'clock. So you can see in that area there, it's just holding back, catching the debris. And that's right at the transition from the black ABS sewer pipe to vitreous clay sewer pipe. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, as we pull back and transition back into black ABS sewer pipe. So that joint appeared to be in fair condition. We'll make a little bit of a turn. Again, as we pull back slowly, we did have a tie-in, so we just want to see if we can see that tie-in for the As we continued, we dropped back down again. And in this area here, we did have a tie-in, and this tie-in was feeding from the house. So again, this is a one-way clean out. So again, we're going to pull up and out of our clean out. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves towards the right-hand side of the house, just outside the kitchen window. And this is our kitchen bay window area here. This goes towards our driveway. And again, this goes out towards the front of our property, towards our front door. So again, this is our waistline clean out here. It's got some debris and some buildup there at the bottom. What we're going to do is we're just going to push in a little bit, see if we can get in, possibly get in and push through. And we're going to pause for a moment and run a little bit of water. Okay, we had to pull back and clear our camera lens. A lot of buildup and debris there at the bottom of the clean out. So again, we're going to zero out a camera monitor here at the edge of the clean out, and we're just going to utilize this water, see if we can utilize it to help us push in. And it does appear that we transitioned to cast iron waistline. Cast iron waistline does appear to have quite a bit of buildup. And we're just going to attempt to push through, and again possibly push all the way through and possibly locate an area at the front of the house to where we can locate a mainline sewer clean out at the front of the property. And again, it does appear that we're transitioning back into cast iron. So again, we're just going to utilize this water to help us push out, and again, hopefully reach the front of our property and locate a mainline sewer clean out up at the front of the property. Definitely got quite a bit of buildup and debris throughout the cast iron waistline. So it does appear to be sections of cast iron waistline and black ABS sewer pipe. I'm sorry, black ABS waistline. And we're dropping down. I'm going to pull back just a little bit. We're going to push in slowly, see if we can clear our camera lens a little bit. Possibly. Okay, we'll continue to push out. It does appear that we transitioned back into black ABS sewer pipe. There's a tie-in there. And we'll pull back a hair there. Looks like there was something there at the top. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull back. We're going to pull back to this area here where we transitioned to black ABS. And it does appear to be this possibly could be our transition to our black ABS sewer pipe. So we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we are at approximately 2 foot 5 inches deep, and this is just at the front, just on the left-hand side of the front door in the plant area. We did mark it with the red flag, again at approximately 2 foot 5 inches deep. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to push out. What we're going to do is we're just going to pause the mic. We're going to push all the way out to where we transition to vitreous clay, and then from there we can pull back and take a good look. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here. Okay, we went ahead and pushed all the way out to our vitreous clay transition, and this is our property line to lateral transition. So again, we did have that large root intrusion. We did identify that area from the initial clean out. We're transitioning back into our black ABS sewer pipe. What we're going to do is we're just going to try to clear our camera lens, and then we can pull back and we'll take a good look. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we'll go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, we are in black ABS sewer pipe. Make a little bit of a turn. Again, we do got some cobwebs. Again, we'll continue to pull back. As we pull back closer to the property. We'll make a little bit of a turn and another turn. Once we get closer back towards the property, we're going to try to identify, see if we can identify mainline sewer cleanout that's up at the front of the property, possibly buried up at the front. Just need to be excavated and brought up to grade. So again, right around 50 feet, 55 feet, we'll take a good look. So again, we are in black ABS sewer pipe, and all the black ABS sewer pipe thus far appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. We'll make a little bit of a turn.
Anything would be that.
And as we pull back, you can see that we do have an opening here right around the 12 o'clock area, and that is our mainline sewer clean out up at the front of the house. And again, we did mark that area with a red flag at approximately 2 foot 5 inches deep. This area here would need to be excavated and brought up to grade in order to hydrojet the vitreous clay sewer line pipe and fittings to remove the root intrusion. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. There's a tie-in there. And again, we continue to pull back. And again, we did transition back into black ABS waistline, and now we're transitioning back into cast iron waistline. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, again, we're going to pull back. We're going to pull back slowly. And again, as I mentioned, the cast iron waistline does have quite a bit of buildup and debris throughout. So again, you can see all the buildup and debris. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And as we pull back, we transition back into black ABS waistline, and then it appears that we immediately transition back into cast iron waistline. And again, the cast iron waistline does have quite a bit of buildup. Quite a bit of buildup and debris throughout. And then we transition back into black ABS. There's short sections of black ABS waistline underneath the house. And again, we'll continue to pull back. So again, as I mentioned, the cast iron waistline does have quite a bit of buildup and debris throughout. And again, it's a little difficult to keep our camera lens clear. I'll make a little bit of a turn. And again, you can see more buildup. And again, transitioning back. There's quite a few sections in here that are short sections of black ABS waistline, and they're just tying back into the cast iron waistline. So again, we're heading back towards our kitchen area. And again, we do have some water running just to help try to keep our camera clear and to flush out some of the debris as we're pushing through. So again, we're going to come up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.